Welcome in, guys. Welcome to Ultimate Soccer. Welcome to a different take on Liverpool, a take that you probably have not heard before. You've had lots of shows, I guarantee, where you've seen stats and stories and stuff like that. But real true history about a football club, I don't know if you have. And this one is about Liverpool. And as the sign says, was Liverpool. Just on a side note, I grew up in the north part of England and close to the Welsh border, actually, and not far away from Liverpool either. But to the point, as a young kid in the 70s, I got to watch, fall in love with Liverpool. I'm not a Liverpool fan per se. I'm a massive respecter of this club, and it's this club that taught me how to play football as well. You watch Liverpool play in the 1970s, it was poetry in motion. They were so dominant. You expected to win every game. You really did. They were that good. That good. And they were that entertaining as well. You know, you couldn't get enough of them. I mean, you watch your football of today, and I do give too that there's a lot of high skill, and it's all very pretty, and it's all on grass, and there's no kicks to the balls, and it's not on mud, and you don't fall on your ass. It's not a tough game like it used to be. Some of that's pretty good. When you think about people like Tommy Smith, one of the greats with Liverpool, oh, he would like to kick many a guy's ass. There's no doubt about that for a fact. And he did as well during most games. He would give you everything. A real stalwart, a real history, a real piece of the furniture with Liverpool. Through this show, I'm going to take you into what was Liverpool, you young'uns, you guys that haven't witnessed what Liverpool is about. I'll show you some of the stuff. The first scene is something you'll never see at a football club anywhere in the world, per se in the Premier Leagues, maybe in the lower leagues, but I doubt it. But like I say, we're going to get into the things about Liverpool, what was. But what was an amazing history coming all the way through to now, because Liverpool, without doubt, is definitely the biggest club, English club, where you talk about European prowess and trophies. And they're only one behind Man United as far as league championships. And maybe they can equal that in the foreseeable future. Because all through those years, Liverpool has always maintained a top standard. When you hear at the end of this from Kevin Keegan, he talks about Liverpool to finish off this show. Those sentiments that Kevin Keegan had then echo to this day. It really does bespeak what Liverpool is, was, and is about, and will be about up until maybe they close the lid on me and far into the future too. But what I've seen with Liverpool, like I say, the European Cups that they've won, the FA Cups, the League Cups, the English League titles, thankfully that league title not so long ago that stopped the 30 years of pain. I wonder if Manchester United will go through 30 years of pain. They're nearly a third of the way there, just for Liverpool fans to hunker down with, or for Man United fans to wonder about, because sometimes teams go through a long period of time where they win nothing, and then Manchester United won everything for 26 years, 27 years under Sir Alex. But staying with Liverpool, taboo to talk about Manchester United when we're talking about Liverpool. I should dare not do such a thing, but it's just to give you the examples. But Liverpool, the club, like I say, when I was a young boy, I watched all the games. I was glued to it. And most of the Liverpool team would play on international games when we had the home international chips back in the day, the British Championships, where England, Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland would play a round robin, 3 quick games against each other, and then you'd have a British champion. And it was the best ever international tournament you could have, because it was all local guys and it was all local flavor, and it was all on your doorstep. Just like that, on your doorstep, so closely entangled Anfield by Merseyside. It just literally creeps into the dressing room. It's right there on the edge of the stadium, and they're expanding as well. Amazing job. Has the best stadium in England, I would say. But staying with Liverpool, it gave me a lot of enjoyment over the years. I'm not a Liverpool fan. I'm a Liverpool respecter and lover of the games that they've brought me over time. And such memories, I remember Tommy Smith scoring a goal in a European Cup final. Who ever thought that would happen? Kevin Keegan scoring. Kenny Dalglish's goal at Wembley against Club Bruges, or Brugge, as you say it. It's all in here about Liverpool. And by the end of this show, I've got something to show you as well. It's a Liverpool shirt, a significant Liverpool shirt. Stick around towards the end because you're going to love that. But let's not waste any more time. You can feel my passion and love, respect for Liverpool, the club, and everything they've ever done. And above all, the entertainment and the great football that they have played. And they've always maintained being a big club. It's a massive club, and it's in here, and it's in here, and it's totally respect. Let's get into this now. The first scene I'm going to give you, it's about cleaning up after the game. Yeah, you're going to see the apprentice who's applying to get into the team and into the squad. Well, the apprentice back in the day used to have to do a lot of crappy work, and cleaning out the tub was one of those. And also the grounds crew. You'll see them, and this is my era, remember? This is my era. You'll see them brushing up the garbage, stacking it in a pile in the stadium, and then setting fire to it. You would never see that happen today. That's just one of the things we're going to see, and that's what we're going to open up with. Get ready for more good scenes. Enjoy. Oh, yeah. You enjoyed that? Getting ready for the game? And what about the pitch? What about the mud? Hardly any grass, mate. I tell you, that's how I grew up playing football in England. Hardly any grass. Grass through the winter? No. We played on mud and played on snow. Even had a few Haley days as well in there too. So we played on the best. And also, I'm not giving it, but we did play on a hill as well. Matt, our pitch was not flat as kids. We played on a hill. So we had it easy. Anyway, just to keep it going. Some real footage. Now, next up, we're going to talk about is the game receipts. You're going to see what happens with respect to the game receipts. And it's not like today. There was no internet back then. So these are people counting money and taking your ticket receipts or your ticket order by phone. And there's not a fleet of people doing it. So you got to say, it was all through the week. Things would be collated. Tickets would be bought. News would be put out there to the fans that this is the next game, yada, yada. Tickets are available, yada, yada. Get to the tickets office, and the ticket office would be open, and people could get their tickets. But it wasn't on the internet, and you couldn't order online. And phoning in, you could phone in, but you'd have to kind of make a policy about that before. But yeah, this is what it used to look like. It's not as fancy as it is today. So taking a different spin on things, nutrition. Nowadays, nutrition is key. And in this clip we're going to show you, you're going to see Phil Thompson and Alec Lindsay, two of the first team members of the team of Liverpool, going to dinner. And like I said, it's not like it is today. This is what used to be a la nutritione for the pubs and for the clubs, because it was pretty much the same food. Have a look. Now, a press conference of today, you have the whole world there, right? Especially with Liverpool. I mean, there's hordes and hordes of people that want to get a question in or be there just to record it and get it off to whatever agency they're working for, right? So this one here, back in the day, 1977, Bob Paisley, the great Bob Paisley, great manager, great man. Well, he's in the office, and there's just a couple of guys taking notes, and he's literally like, here's the 11, and by the way, Stevie Highway won't be playing because he's got stitches. Check it out. It's not like it is today. This was then. This is Liverpool as it was.
What's your squad, Bob? The same 11 is what finished the game Saturday. And Ian Callaghan and Alan Waddle. And Stevie's out, obviously. They're with his stitches and that. And Jenny takes 10 days with stitching, but with him not being a defender and continually sort of heading the ball, a centre back or something. But we'd only have to wait and see.
3 points.
Liverpool's always been big in the community. There's no doubt about that. You can see it through and through. In the clip you're going to see next, it's David Fairclough, super sub, and he really was. He would come on and score goals so regularly, it was just not even funny. And a great guy too, really humble, part of the team, the true epitome about what Liverpool is. Come in humble and look great when you score, and exactly what David Fairclough was all about. Super nice guy, super nice guy. And also in the mix there is Phil Neal at the end of this little clip. But it just shows you Liverpool put the time in back then, even though they were in the far reaches of the league season, games, FA Cup final coming up, and a European Cup final. And in 1977, Liverpool were up for the treble. That would have been the league, the FA Cup, and the European Cup final. It wouldn't happen that season because Man United would beat them in the FA Cup final, but they would win the other two titles, so League and European Cup, nowadays called Champions League. But take a look at David Fairclough and Phil Neal in the community in 1977. Pretty cool with the guys in the community, eh? I think so. Next up, years ago, and it's only years ago because you can't do it now, but when someone passed away who was a massive, big football fan of the club, guys would say, or the family would ask, can I have my dad's ashes buried at the field? And invariably, it used to happen and people would let it happen. Nowadays, I say, no, it doesn't, because obviously it's a health situation per se. But it used to. Take a listen, take a watch, but this used to happen, doesn't anymore.
There was one occasion when a chap was putting his brother's ashes on, scattering them, and he was scattering them in the goal mouth. And I told him not to scatter them there, he might jump up and stop the ball going in. So Mr. Shankly took him away onto the corner, scattered them there.
In this next clip, we're going to see Phil Thompson run up the Kop, and then the camera's going to catch up with him, and then he's going to start hollering, bickering, shouting down at Phil Neal. Take a look. This is a young Phil Thompson, an absolute Liverpool legend. Enjoy.
Phil Neal.
Phil Neal, Phil Neal.
Yeah, that's it. two Phil Neals and finish. That's not very nice, is it? Oh, you weren't here when I used to stand here. You weren't here, lad. You never used to stand on here. No. Pride and joy, this, lad.
Like every other big club, you got a club shop. This was back in 77. Club shops weren't the big thing, but they were just getting off the ground, and especially when you're getting into Europe. This bunch of fans that came in were not just from England. These were actually German fans visiting the Liverpool club shop of the day. Take a look at how great and how much stuff they've got to sell. Look at the apparel. It'll blow your mind. Have a look. Wasn't that the most amazing fan shop ever? Woo! Remember, it was 77. Things are just getting off the ground, right? Yeah? It was brand spanking new, and Liverpool were leading the charge. And well, they've sold many shirts since then, so they know what they're doing. But the next clip, it's an hour before kickoff, and the meter keeps ticking. In this clip, you see Manchester United team of the day in 1977 walking down the corridor, followed by Liverpool into the dressing rooms. Do you recognize any of these guys? If you do, down below. As with every game at Anfield, the announcer announces the teams, And then he plays You'll Never Walk Alone.
Number 10, David Fairclough. Number 11, Terry McDermott. And substitute for Liverpool tonight is Alan Waddle.
Next up, we see both teams entering the field of play back in the day. Again, who do you recognise from either team? 1977. And the game is over. The score's announced. It's call all around. They make telephone calls to the newspapers and to radio stations, TV stations, and the score is alerted thuswise. Remember, there was no internet. Everything happened very slowly, but also in good time, as it was of the day. And I'll say this much, they lived a slower pace of life, but I think they got to smell the coffee more than we did. Well, I did too. I was there as well.
Hello? Oh, great. Fantastic. Thanks a lot, Tom. Bye-bye. It's Kevin Keegan. Hello. Great.
And after a big battle as well, you also get to see tired warriors walking in the Liverpool dressing room. Take a look how basic that room looks. Is it a shed? No. It was absolutely the dressing room. But remember, it's 1977. It's not as pretty as now. Not at all. But that's 77. The guys are coming in and they're absolutely shagged after an absolute battle. Great game. And after every big match, you've got the big press conference. Absolutely here, just the corridor. Bob Paisley telling you how it is.
You're not celebrating
The
yet.
pressures have done.
Not celebrating yet.
No, I'll celebrate when they can't catch us. If I was in the same position as the Central League, then I would celebrate.
So I said there was a reason you needed to watch. This is the reason. This is a 100-year shirt from Liverpool. Just so you can see it. It's the 100-year shirt by Liverpool. So there's a reason why you need sometimes to stick around till the end and have a look at that sponsor, Carlsberg. Whew. Now that's a decent beer. But yeah, I'm going to show you closely. That's the old style. There's the badge. Liverpool Football Club, 100 years. Now that's for the algorithms. For Liverpool. Alrighty, there you go. Just thought you'd like to see that. Watch Liverpool, watch every game, enjoy every game, and love the history. Because I tell you what, I've watched Liverpool for close to 45 years. It's absolutely been amazing. Cheers.
And the great thing about this club, you can go down for your dinner and the dinner ladies will say all the best tomorrow. And the cleaners will say all the best. And the people who've come in, they're just commissionaires and that on a Saturday, but they've come in to get their little bit of money and that. They say all the best. And you look at them and you can tell that they mean it. And that to me means a lot. You know, I can tell the people who come up and say all the best and they might as well not say it because they don't mean it. But here, there's a nice little spirit about the place. And it carries right throughout the club, you know, as far as spirit goes. I doubt there's another club like it. I think we all believe, even the cleaners believe, that because when they did it with the treble, that they'll have played their part. And quite honestly, they will have done.
Hope you enjoyed that. And moving through the new year, we're going to drop some more shows just like this, just to make things interesting and change things up. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, let us know. If you didn't, tell us why. And hey, look for more to come. But hey, look for more shows on Ultimate Soccer. And please like, subscribe, and hit the all notification button to stay in tune and help grow this channel for you, for me, and all the soccer fans and football fans that want to get into this. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't cost anything. Just your participation. Please join. Thank you.